Here we have a math problem on arithmetic progression. Okay, let's go the information we have. The mth term of an arithmetic progression is 1 over n and nth term is 1 over m. Find the sum of its first mn terms. Okay, so to do this problem, first we need to be aware of the formula to find the sum of first n terms of an arithmetic progression. That is Sn equals to n over 2 times 2 times a1 positive d times n negative 1. So this is the formula to find the sum of first n terms of an arithmetic progression. There is one more formula to find the sum of first n terms of an arithmetic progression. I think it's not required for this problem. This is enough. So if I want to use this formula to find the sum of first n terms of any arithmetic progression, I must be knowing the value of a1, the first term, and the common difference d. Okay, now our problem, we have to use the two information, that is the mth term and nth term. We have to find the value of a1, the first term, and common difference. So once I know the values of a1, the first term, and common difference, I can plug in those values into this formula and find the sum of first mn terms of the given arithmetic progression. Okay, so let's use the given information to find the first term and common difference. But before that, we need to be aware of one more formula, that is the general term of an arithmetic progression, or nth term. That is an equals to a1 positive d times n negative 1. So this is the formula we have for nth term or the general term. In case if I want to get the formula for mth term, then I have to replace this n by m. Then it will be a1 positive d times m negative 1. So if I want to get the pth term, means I have to replace this n by p. Okay, so let's use this formula in our problem. Okay, so from the given information, we have mth term, that is am equals to 1 over n, and nth term is equal to 1 over m. So for am, I can write the formula for mth term of an arithmetic progression, that is a1 positive d times m minus 1 equals to 1 over n. Okay, here the same thing I can do for an, that is a1 positive d times n negative 1 equals to 1 over m. Okay, here I need to solve these two equations for the two unknowns, a1 the first term and d the common difference. Okay, I assume this is equation number 1 and I assume this is equation number 2. So here the a1 is having the same coefficient, that is 1 in both the equations. So if I subtract the two equations, I'll be able to get rid of a1 and get the value of d, common difference. So I subtract I subtract the second equation from the first equation. So now I write the first equation as it is, that is a1 positive d times m minus 1 equals to 1 over n. Okay, so here we have a negative sign in front of the second equation. So I have to multiply both sides of the second equation by negative sign, then it will become negative a1, and when I multiply this positive by negative sign, it will become negative d times n minus 1. When I multiply this 1 over m by negative, it will be negative 1 over m. So when I simplify this one, a1 negative a1 will cancel out. I get d times m minus 1, and we have negative d times n negative 1 equals to 1 over n negative 1 over m. Okay, now I just eliminated one of the unknowns a1. Now I have to solve for d in this equation. So when I look at the expression on the left side, both the terms are multiples of d. So what I can do is I can factor d out. Okay, if I factor d out, what do I have left in the first term? What do I have left in the second term? So to know that, I have to divide both the terms by the one I factor out, that is d. If I divide the first term by d, this d will cancel out. I have m negative 1 left in the first term. So I have m negative 1 left in the first term. Okay, if I divide the second term by d, this d will cancel out. I have negative of n negative 1 left in the second term. And to simplify this expression on the right side, I have to do cross multiplication. That is, I have to multiply this 1 by m negative. I'm taking this negative as it is. I multiply this 1 by the first numerator n, and so further I have to multiply the two denominators n times m, or it can be written as m times n. Okay, now we can simplify this stuff. So we can remove the first parenthesis. Before removing the second parenthesis, I have to distribute this negative sign to this n negative 1. I'll be getting negative n positive 1 equals to m negative n over mn. Okay, so this negative 1 positive 1 will cancel out. I get d times m negative n equals to m minus n over mn. Okay, now my aim is to solve for d, so I have to get rid of this stuff m negative n. So for that, I multiply both sides by 1 over m negative n. So this m negative n will cancel out. And here m negative n, again negative n will cancel out. 1 times d is d. And so here we have 1, here we have 1. 1 times 1 is 1, and mn times 1 is mn. So now I got the value of d. So d equals to 1 over mn. Okay, now we can plug in this value for d either into the first equation or the second equation to solve for a1. So I'm going to plug in d is equal to 1 over mn into the first equation. Let me continue this on the next page. So now let me take this first equation, that is a1 positive m negative 1. I mean d times m negative 1 is equal to 1 over n. So a1 positive, this d can be replaced by the stuff what we get just now, that is d is equal to 1 over mn, that we can plug in for d times m negative 1 equals to 1 over n. Okay, a1, so I can write this positive sign as this. 1 times m negative n is m negative 1 over mn equals to 1 over n. Okay, my aim is to solve for a1, so I have to get rid of this one. So to get rid of this one, I have to subtract m negative 1 over mn on both sides. So this one will cancel out. I get a1 equals to 1 over n negative of m negative 1 over mn. Okay, here to simplify this one, I need the same denominator for both the fractions. So the denominator of the second fraction is mn, but the denominator of the first fraction is n. So to get mn as denominator for the first fraction, I multiply both numerator and denominator by mn. Sorry, m. I need to multiply both numerator and denominator by just m. So now I have the same denominator for both the fractions, mn. Okay, so I can take mn as a common denominator. So a1 equals to mn is a common denominator. Here the numerator in the first fraction is just m, because m times 1 is m negative of m negative 1. So a1 equals to m, and we can distribute this negative sign to this one and this one, negative m. So negative times negative will become positive 1 over mn. This m negative m will cancel out. a1 equals to 1 over mn. Okay, now I got the first term also. So both the first term and the common difference are same, 1 over mn. We get the same value for both the first term and common difference. It is 1 over mn. Okay, now we can plug in the value of first term and common difference into the sum formula, which I have already given you. Okay, let me continue this on the next page. Okay, first let me write the sum formula. That is Sn equals to n over 2 times 2 times a1 positive d times n negative 1. Okay, here this is a formula to find sum of first n terms. But in our problem, the target of the question is to find the sum of first mn terms. So you have to replace this n, this n, this n by mn. So yes, mn is equal to mn over 2 times a1 positive d times mn negative 1. Okay, now what I can do is I can plug in the values for a1 and the common difference c. So yes, mn equals to mn over 2 times 2 times. So the value of a1 is 1 over mn positive. The value of d is also the same, 1 over mn times mn negative 1. So I just replaced the a1 and by d, by the values I got for them. So 1 over mn, we got the same value, 1 over mn for a1 and d. Okay, now what we need to do is we have to simplify everything. So mn over 2. So 2 times 1 is 2. So it will become 2 over mn positive. 1 times mn negative 1 will become mn negative 1 over mn. So yes, mn equals to mn over 2 2 positive. We have the same denominator for both the fractions, so we can take the common denominator mn. And we can simplify the numerators. That is, numerator of the first fraction is 2, and we have positive sign. And mn negative 1. Okay, so here this mn and mn will cancel out. I get yes, mn equals to 1 over 2 times. So mn, when I combine this 2 and negative 1, it will be just positive 1. So now I got the sum of first mn terms of the given arithmetic progression. So the sum of first mn terms is equal to 1 over 2 times mn positive 1.